Now that you have learned what regular expressions are, how to form them and what we use them for, we will see how to work with them in JMeter. As an example, we're going to search for an element in the OpenCart site and select it, and we will see how to extract the ID that identifies that product. Let's record those steps with Fiddler. So let's go to OpenCart and search for the element iPhone. We'll wait for the site to load, and then we'll go back to Fiddler and comment this action as search. Going back to the site, we will select the first item. Again, we'll wait for the site to load, and in Fiddler we'll comment this action as select. We can see that when the site was loaded, many of the requests were made to other servers. We're going to remove all the requests that are made to servers that are not ours. To do this, let's order the requests by host name and delete all those that were not made to OpenCart. Once we've done that, let's order them by request ID again, so we can see the sequence of requests in the order that they were made. Now we need to identify the format of the ID that identifies the product that we selected. As you can see in the first request of the selection, it sends us a product ID, which equals to 40. So now let's look for this product ID in the response from the server. Let's type it here in the search bar, and there we can see it. So going back to JMeter, we will create a regular expression to obtain the product ID from the answer. It is important to do this because if we search for another product, the ID of the element we want to select will probably be a different one. So we need for the ID to take the appropriate value in each case. To add a regular expression, we'll right-click on the element, go to Post Processors, and insert a regular expression extractor. In the configuration panel on the right side, we'll be able to change the name and add a comment. We'll add a product ID here. And then we can select where we want to apply the regular expression to. On the field to check, we can select which part of the response we wish to extract information from. The body, the headers, the response code. In this case, we're going to be using the body. The reference name will be the name of the JMeter variable in which we will store the result. Then we'll specify our regular expression. Let's copy it from the response from the server. And we'll replace this 40 for what we wish to extract. The template is used to create a string from the matches found. Here we're using the first match. Here we'll indicate which match to use. Since the regular expression may match multiple times, we'll put 1 here. And then we'll have a default value for the cases in which the regular expression doesn't match. In our case, if there isn't a match, the variable product ID will have the value not found. Before we run the test, we will add a debug post processor that will allow us to see the value that the variable took after the execution. So we'll only set the JMeter variable to true, because those are the values that we'll be interested in seeing. So let's run our test, and we'll see that in the response from the server, we'll be able to identify the product ID that will be extracted. If we go to the debug post processor, we'll be able to see that the product ID was set on 40. Now that we have learned how to add regular expressions, we invite you to continue with the course so you can learn how to use these variables that we just extracted.